If you're following along on our farmhouse table build, today I am working on the bases. Got the aprons out here for the bench. Did the pocket holes on the table aprons the other day. Today I'm doing the bench aprons, and then I'm going to get the bench base assembled, and that way I can just get it out of my way so I have room to work on the table base and to do the breadboards. So I've got the pocket holes already put in, just like I did on the other ones. And then I'm going to do a few little biscuit slots, just like the biscuit cutter I used for the gluing up the tops. This time though, like I said, you don't want to glue or screw your top to your base. So I use what are called Z-clips. And today I actually remembered to cut them in my base of my bench prior to assembly because there's not enough room for my biscuit cutter once I get the base assembled to get them in there. So I'm going to cut those real quick and then we will get this base assembled. Okay, I've got my first side of my legs set up. I'm going to do the little short side first. This involves lots of clamping to do 2 little screws. Just trying to get everything nice and flat and flush. On these, it's going to have a 1/2 inch reveal, I guess is what you'd call it. So I have just a piece of 1/2 inch scrap plywood underneath there. So you can see the apron will be set in about a 1/2 inch from the front of the leg. I have my leg clamped down to keep it flush, and then I have my little apron piece clamped in as well to keep it flush. These are the pocket hole screws. These are the big ones. These are heavy duty because I had to do such big holes. They have a little square head on them that comes. These also come with the bit that fits them. All those clamps for one little piece. But we have the end of our bench. Wipe off your excess glue. And that's one end done. Isn't it cute? that is cut or assembled. Cute little bench top or bench base. I'm gonna cut probably 2 pieces just to go in here, just to I don't know, a little more support. I usually put a couple pieces and it'll be the same process. Cut them, pocket hole in from the top, and then we'll be ready to put the top on. Last step is putting these Z-clips in. And you don't want to put them flush up in there because you need a little room. So as your tabletop expands and contracts, these actually will slide a little bit of in and out of your groove there. And that's what keeps your top from cracking. Just make sure you got a little leeway there. The ones on the end don't matter because, like I said, your board does not expand and contract this way. Hey, I'm back today to do the routering on the bench top. Super easy process. It just takes that rough edge off. It's nice and squared up from the planer and the joiner, but it's almost too squared up. It can hurt a little bit if you hit it. This is just a little rigid corded router. It has a 1/8 inch round over bit in it. They also have these in the battery operated. I didn't want to have to do another battery set of chargers and stuff, so I just went with the corded. What I use it for is mainly just doing this kind of stuff, little roundovers and stuff, so I don't have to break out my big plunge router. Just put a nice rounded edge on it. You can see how this is much sharper. I usually leave that one alone because when you sit, you shouldn't be catching your leg on that, but this will just keep you from catching your leg on that sharp edge. I also did the same thing on my tabletops. And that's it.